In my previous videos you saw that I have a pretty established garden. Well, I am starting 100% over. Yes, all over with my garden. Starting with lining this bed right here. The reason I'm doing that is these roots from these established trees are huge. They take over this kind of island area. I can only plant very shallow plants there, but if I dig right outside of the bed, I have a little bit more room, but I'm not going to obviously mess with the roots that you can see here. But this is a beautiful kind of ground cover hosta that I'll be planting, and it will line the whole border. Now I might add different varieties, but back at my other garden I have a hosta farm that you've seen, and I'm slowly going to establish it over here. But what I did was I took a tiller and I tilled this out first, and now I'm just taking a normal shovel and a shovel that digs a little deeper. That one I'm actually going to use for actually digging out my plants back at the other house and garden, but this one I'm going to slowly line right here. I kept my hosta safe and healthy by storing it in a plastic bag. Made sure there was no holes in it, but it could have had holes in the end, and then storing it in another container just to hold it steady, and made sure to water it every day, make sure it's moist, that way the whole thing doesn't go in the shock. So as you can see, the pretty healthy, doesn't look limp at all. But what I might do is, depending on how this breaks apart, I might spread it out and take up a little bit more space here, or I might just plant it all as one. It's depending on how it's gonna come apart, how easily it's gonna come apart. This is what's great about hostas, is they come apart so easily to create more plants. So as you can see, I have one plant, two plant, another one right here, just a little tug, three plant. And this is probably the original main plant, and it's been sending off those shooters. I'll probably keep this one together unless I can wiggle it out a little bit, but it looks like it wants to hold and stay as one. And you know what? I'll let it do that. This is how they look before they're buried. Last thing I'm going to do is add some organic compost to each one of these. I do this to give them some nutrition, and it's also to help them in the wintertime. Compost heats up and keeps the ground warm, and that protects their roots. Here's the final result. Now all they need is to be watered. And bonus footage, right over here, I was growing baby sedums inside this. They were literally little sprouts in this, and it's obviously almost the 4th of July, and they turned into this. Sedums are extremely easy plant to take care of, and there's multiple varieties and colors. 1 week later, and this is how the hostas are doing. I haven't had any issues. They've been bright, they've been standing up this whole time, and there's room for more. My hydrangea came from a greenhouse or a hothouse, and that's why the branches are looking a little limp. They were supported their whole time in growth, but now because they're actually kind of in, you know, oh, hi puppy, you know, outdoors and everything, they are having a little bit of trouble. So what I'm actually going to do is, the ones in the back are supporting themselves really well, and I gave them a little bit of support too. I added this little, baby, are you sneezing? Added this little support. They're nice and green, I'm not going to mess with those, but these ones, they're starting to get a little tattered, a little rough. But what I want to show you is, if you look really close, all of these nodes are starting to take off. There's a huge bunch right there, huge bunch right here. So what I'm actually going to do, huge bunch right there, I'm going to come in and just snip all of these branches right down. What are you eating? Grass? Oh my goodness. right down to that really healthy set of nodes, and then help promote a new branch to come out, a stronger branch, now that they're kind of in their gonna be natural habitat now. So here's another good branch coming in. So that one coming in, I probably, oh, that's tough to say. It's coming in really nice, but we have so many sets right there that can come in a lot better. But let me start snipping this. So for example, right here at the very base, I'm just gonna start, there's some nodes there. I'm just gonna start here, and I'm using the wrong scissors, but I could not find my other ones. So this whole thing, now if I actually wanted to, I could take this whole thing and put it in water and root it, but it's gonna take a while, and right now I don't have the space. So I'm gonna have to let the plant do all of the work. But I have done that in the past, and if you look back at some of my videos. Here's another one. Just gonna come in here and snip right here. There's a bunch of little nodes starting there, the little red ones. You can see right there, the red ones, good grouping of them, and of course the green ones down there too. And then again, I'm going to keep coming in and keep doing this. You know what, I'll experiment, and I will bring this into the support right here, but I'll let it have its leaves up here. So I'm going to come over here. I'm just going to snip this one instead. There we go. I'm going to bring that whole branch right into here. Oh, it's being blocked by a wood chip. Whole thing. And we'll lower this a little bit more and get it supported. But even that is a little tough to say because I can't get the support high enough. I'm just going to let it go, see what it does. Especially down here, it has some good growth. But up here, again, it's trying to shoot out more leaves, but I'm just going to make it start from the beginning. Same thing here. I'm going to make it start from the beginning. Now, one negative to this is that these ones in the front might not flower the next year, but because I'm getting them so soon, hopefully it'll focus on that now instead of later. There's another one. I'm going to start right here. There we go. The rest of these are starting to hold themselves up. They're looking pretty healthy. And keep following to see what the hydrangea does.